everyone. We are the Partners at Learning PAL leaders at UC San Diego. Today we are here to share some of our personal experiences with the PAL program and why you should get involved. My name is Iris.
My name is Emmanuel.
I'm Katie.
My name is Jose.
My name is Yvette.
My name is Christian.
So it was me and my friend Jose. We're both in 6th, and we had a satisfied practicum requirement and the DEI requirement. So I remember I got an email saying that, oh, hey, there's this course that satisfies that, and it was EDS 130. So I told him about it, and he was like, are you down? And I was like, why not? Let's do it. So we did it. We ended up staying. I really liked the class because I always knew that I didn't like school, but this gave me another reason as to why. It told me why, and it really helped me understand how I could do something about it too, as a mentor, because that's what being a pal was at that time, was being a pal to someone who was in a similar situation to I was when I was a kid, but I didn't get a mentor.
My favorite EDS course is EDS 136. The reason that I like it is because it gives a perfect chance for you to actually see how secondary education is implemented in the field. And during this process, you get a lot of time to deal with the students, the teachers in the local schools, and you could see how sometimes economics or societal reasons cause some differences among students.
It would have to be the one I first started in, which was EDS 135, working with newcomers. I think that one really sparked my interest in working in such populations, and I think it something I have a close connection to. Newcomer class focused on working with specific student populations that are not from, originating from the U.S. So immigrants, refugees, asylees, undocumented immigrants, and you get to just see how the education system is built around them.
EDS 130 is always going to be my main one because I feel like that's where it all began. Well, I'll just give a glimpse overview of EDS 130 and why I really love it. It's just more because there's that academic component, but there's a lot of the mentoring component to it. And I feel that's very critical. And even some of the games, like math games, for instance, that are taught in that course are about math, but they're fun, and they're also about learning about your mentee. So it involves all these 3 aspects in one, which I thought was really fantastic, because I feel like normally when you think about mentoring or just tutoring, my first understanding was more I'm just going to go tutor, there's really not going to be that personal connection with my mentee. And it ended up that I did have a personal connection with my mentees, and all the activities that were talked about and included in EDS 130 were very applicable, not just for academic settings, but outside academic settings.
The reason I think that students who aren't part of EDS, as a major or a minor, should become a part of PAL is just due to the fact that they can influence and have great impact on these students' lives, even if it's elementary or high school. The fact that someone that's coming from college and giving them the validation and giving them the mindset that, hey, you can do it too. It's just you just need to believe in yourself. It could really change the whole outlook and their whole perspective on life. Personally, when I became a mentor for 2 third graders, I really connected with one of them who wants to be a lawyer, same as I do, right? I'm not even an EDS major. I just want to be a lawyer. But once I took this class and I connected with her, I decided to continue being a mentor for an entire year. She became more confident. At first, she didn't even realize what college was. She was like, "Would you go to UC San Diego?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I started giving her more information, and she became a lot more interested. So by the time I left and was saying my goodbyes, she was really emotional. She was just really happy, and she was telling me that one day she wants to go to UCSD as well.
My favorite memory with PAL was when I presented my culminating project to the 6th grade students that I was working with throughout the quarter. So I created a jumbo math loteria game that we played during class right before they were going to take their district math assessment. And so the students were super excited to play this game. They were happy that they were getting the opportunity to work with their table partners. And ultimately, they didn't mind all the math that was going on. Because they were just happy to have this new way of reviewing math.
when I was taking EDS 140, the research practicum course, I was getting to participate in a lot of action research, learning about restorative justice and restorative circles and mindfulness, and it was really awesome to get to explore all those topics that I was interested in. But the best moment I think that came out of it, and my favorite memory, was getting to work in one of the classrooms at that school while I was doing my research with one student who didn't really want to learn, didn't want to listen, would kind of ignore me or try to get off track at every opportunity. And I hadn't seen him. One day I came in, I hadn't seen him a ton in class, and then out of the blue he came up and sat down with me on the carpet and was trying to get my attention and was receptive and was wanting to talk to me. And it was so empowering to see just that small change and how much that I could have an impact on making him, want to learn and want to engage and be receptive to that. And I think it just goes to show the impact that PAL can have and that we as students can have in these classrooms.
They're amazing. I mean, I've never taken a PAL class I didn't like, but just a step besides that is that there's this community that goes on in these classrooms that I haven't seen in any other course that I've taken at UCSD. The professors are more reachable, more approachable. They make it more friendly in their classrooms. It just feels like a community environment. It doesn't feel like you just sit down behind a desk and you're hearing someone lecture to you. It's more like, what do you all think? Talk to your partner. Get up, do this. Or it's more interactive. It's not just someone speaking at you and you having to listen. It's you being involved and being brought into the situation, the conversation as well.
Please describe the PAL program using one word.
Amazing.
Passionate.
Meaningful.
Enriching.
Community.
And now that you heard from your pals, we hope to hear from you soon. Thank you for listening.